number one thing being Ken Rosenthal. Ken Rosenthal is out of a job. One of baseball's, if not baseball's top writer and top, analyst is gone from MLB Network, and apparently it was because of criticism over Rob Manfred being a shitty commissioner. So I just want to highlight this is from Sports Illustrated. Ken Rosenthal, a writer for The Athletic and game reporter for Fox Sports, did not have his contract with MLB Network renewed after more than a decade as an on air contributor. The divorce stems from Rosenthal's 2020 criticism of Manfred's summer of 2020 as the MLB and the Players Association battled over how or stunningly whether to return to play. Rosenthal wrote several columns for The Athletic criticizing the league for failing to reach a timely and satisfactory agreement with the union. The straw that broke the camel's back was Rosenthal's June 16th column headline, Manfred must strike a deal with the players or ruin his legacy, in which he admonished Manfred's stunning flip-flop. The mere suggestion of a canceled season seemingly over financial concerns is offensive, Rosenthal wrote. Manfred and the owner, supposed stewards of the game, are turning the national pastime into a national punchline, effectively threatening to take the ball and go home while the country struggles with medical, economic, and societal concerns. So essentially, this whole article it breaks down basically all his articles from that summer in 2020 when we were still kind of waiting on baseball, if it was going to start. It breaks down what some of the things he said, some of the comments about Rob Manfred, and how basically, I guess, going into 2022 season, MLB Network, I guess, got the green light to let him go. And a lot of people are saying it was because of Rob Manfred. But what do you guys think?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Ken Rosenthal was asking for this because, like you said, you just referenced multiple. There are multiple times where he criticized him, and the way I put it is like this: we could relate to this, right? If I go into work tomorrow and I start criticizing my boss, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get a big red target on my back, and the
Right.
first chance that that person gets to let me go, they're gonna let me go. And that's how I look at it, Like I like Ken Rosenthal, good personality, good reporter. I don't really like Manfred, but he's the boss. Essentially, that's his boss. And you got to be careful when it comes to criticizing your boss.
My concern with it is this is a league owned network that we're supposed to get our information from. So they can tell us whatever they want to tell us, and we have
Right.
to like, oh, drink that Kool-Aid. I liked Ken Rosenthal because he fought the system. But he was asking for it. He was suspended, I think, in 2020 for 3 months paid,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's without a job. They just didn't renew his contract and all that. So it's on him. He knew he was going to get busted, but I feel like the league owning the network, you're just getting put out garbage. What you want all us, the fans, to believe about the league when the players can't say anything because this is what happens.
So I agree with you guys with the whole take. Obviously, this is a league-owned network, and if you're talking about the person that runs the league, yeah, you're asking for trouble. However, I will say that Rob Manfred he has to understand that he's been the target of criticism since he's become the commissioner of baseball, right? So if you're that, I guess, if you're that thin-skinned to let some articles by a baseball writer like bother you to the point where it's like I don't want to see him on this network, I think that's kind of weak, especially when that's like the least of your problems right now. There's no baseball.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that this isn't really as much on Ken Rosenthal as it is on Rob Manfred. And I feel like what's going on is they know deep down that these negotiations aren't going anywhere, and baseball probably won't be back until like we've kind of talked about probably this summer. And Rob Manfred didn't want to hear Ken Rosenthal's mouth throughout this time period. That's probably going to
Hmm.
go on for a long time. That's what just comes off to me because in my opinion, if you already were pissed off over his comments, you could have fired him in 2020 when you suspended him. Like why'd you
Hmm.
wait until 2021? Why'd you wait until this time when there's no baseball? We're already in a lockout. To me, it seems like you did it because you know that you're going into an even extended period of a lockout, and you don't want to hear this dude bashing you on your network.
But he's just not on his network, but
Yeah,
he's still gonna
Right.
bash him.
yeah. he's gonna bash him even more now. He
Oh
doesn't have
yeah,
those. He's not tied to the MLB Network anymore. Now
it,
he's gonna
it,
probably gonna go
it-
to ESPN, Fox.
yeah,
Oh, he's already with Fox.
I
But
if I was Manfred, I would want to keep my enemy close. You know what I mean?
right.
exactly. Because what does he know about certain things? Astros. What does he know about a lot of the stuff?
Hmm.
So
I mean, so well, with that take, are you guys both saying that now the integrity of MLB Network has been ruined because it seems like now they're kind of like a puppet for the league instead of just being, just covering baseball in a unbiased fashion.
I think they have to do what's best for baseball. Like they have to be biased. Like they have to paint a pretty picture because that's a network that's responsible for building the game. Like any other network, anything goes.
yeah, you can't go in there. Yeah, it's sad that it happens, but it's understandable. It's their league. They want to make sure they maintain the integrity that they want the game to have.
To me, also, it just comes off as if Rob Manfred wanted to make himself look like a bigger dick, he's doing a great job of it.
Exactly.
Because like Ken Rosenthal is beloved in baseball. Like the dude, first of all, since I was in like probably middle school, has been covering like uh, baseball, and probably I'm quite sure longer than that. But he's been like a follow for me since then for trade updates, just following teams and thing like that. League news, it's always been him for me, right? And
Hmm.
then you fast forward, the dude like his bow ties are a part of a charity for like the dude's just like every part of a good human that you could have, this dude is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to fire him for this, like I said, business side, I get it, but also if you just want to, if you want people to just not like you in baseball, he's doing a great job of it.